Hey, what is up, guys? This is Johnny here, otherwise known as British Teabag, and today I'm bringing you guys something a little different. Today we're starting a little tutorial series I want to do based on Sony Vegas, as I've currently been editing for about 3 years now in Sony Vegas. Today is just, it's not so much the editing style, it's more how to get the best quality of video. Today's video is about recording settings for the Hauppauge HD PVR and the best render settings for Sony Vegas to get the best possible quality you can out of the Hauppauge HD PVR with Sony Vegas combined. So, to get right into it, what you're going to need to do is you're going to open ArcSoft Showbiz, or if you have an older Hauppauge, it will be Total Media Extreme. You're going to want to make sure the source is this, the video source is Hauppauge, the video input is YPB, PR, audio input RCA back, PC audio on 2-channel stereo. And before you get into device settings and format settings, you're going to want to go to hit PlayStation 3, even if you have an Xbox 360, as you can see on the screen there. I have an Xbox 360 and still I use PS3, and you want to make sure hardware acceleration is clicked at the bottom. And this is just save format, just M2TS is the best one, because MP4 I've had some trouble with. M2TS seems to work the best. And then save it to whatever folder you want. Now let's get into device settings. This is I don't actually change my video settings on this, because when you get into Sony Vegas or After Effects, you can do a whole lot more with color corrections, color curves, brightness, saturation, hue, levels. You got all the whole shebang. You can make that video look awesome in that program. I don't think any modifying to the video in the Hauppauge software is good. But video decoder, you want to make sure is NTC_M, and that's just saying it's detecting it. This is the big stuff. Format settings. Once it opens, you're going to want to have it. You're not going to want to, even though the Hauppauge records in 1080i, you're going to want to record in 1280 by 720, so it's 720p. You're going to want to make sure this is set at 13.5, contrast bitrate, not variable. And these, you don't need a click. 480i 4x3, you want those clicked. You want 3x3, and then use AC3 audio encoder, not AAC. So you have 2 channels, so you can use the Xbox and your microphone. You want to make sure your bitrate is 13. This number 135.00000, and the peak is 202000000. And you're going to want to make sure bitrate is constant so it does not fluctuate all over the place. And then once you're done that, you're going to hit capture and capture whatever your heart desires. It takes a little while to start up. I'll just capture the home screen a bit just to show you it in Sony Vegas, and then pull it into the software and show you the outcome. So I'm going to pause the video right now. Okay, so what you're going to want to do next is, unless you do edit and you want to edit ArcSoft, which I highly go with, I do not suggest at all. You're just going to want to exit out of the program, and just to show you, I will show you what the clip looks like without Sony Vegas rendering, without color correction, just what it looks like on itself, not edited, so what ArcSoft will give you. This is it right here. So you can see, looks very good. It's what you'd expect when you pay good money to get HD stuff. So that's enough of that. Next thing you want to do is you're going to want to open Sony Vegas. I already have it opened. And then you want to go File, Import, Media. You want to go to wherever your file is. Mine's already set to recordings. This is it here. You can see the date there. I'm going to want to import that. And then you're just going to want to grab this, drag it down to your timeline, and whatever necessary edits you want to make. Say you don't like this bit, you just want to cut it out. It would look kind of weird at the end, but you want to cut it out, and then you want to put a little bit of fade in, and then you don't like the sound, so you want to take out the sound, something. Do whatever you want, but the important thing you need to do when you're first editing Sony Vegas, one of the first things you should do is right click, take off maintain aspect ratio, and click disable resample. That will make your video quality so much better than it is. because what resample does is it makes extra frames, it makes it more blurry. You just don't want that. It just looks unprofessional. And as you can see, we have a little couple black lines around the edge here. You just want to stretch this out a little bit. Click this, and you're just gonna want to resize your thing to whatever you feel is good. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll just do it on this one real quick. Click over here just to preview it. Yeah, that's perfect. And so there's the video. Seems pretty good. It will cut, and then we'll have sound. I don't know why. If you want, you can add music or whatever. Just going to show you this quick. If you want color correction, the main thing you can use is color curves, which can make quite a difference, even if you just go like do a little up and put a little down. See, that looks quite a bit different if you go here to here. You can see in the background it's changed quite a lot. Like, it's gotten darker in contrast at the top, and it's a lot more contrast on this and a lot less on this side. That's just a little something you can do. I can do a full tutorial on color correction if you want, but right now we gotta get into the rendering settings, which is the main part. And we're gonna go to File, Render As. Just wait for it to pop up here. Computer's not used to recording its screen. Okay, so you go, first thing you want to do is you want to pick what folder you want, name it whatever, like test. And I can spell test right. I'm going to put it on browse just to show you. Just click desktop and put it in. Pop it there. And then I already have a preset thing set, so I will show you what to do with this. So what is entitled to this. So you're basically going to want to, you can pause the video right now, copy these, or you could listen as I go through. So I render in 720p because I record in 720p. There's no real point in going the extra mile for 1080p. It makes the file size bigger, upload times longer, and you just don't want that. So you want HD 720p. You do not want allow source to adjust frame size checked. You want profile to be main. Frame rate, you want 29.97. You can go to 59.94 if you put it on 1080p, but YouTube dumps it down to 30 frames per second anyways, so it doesn't matter. And field order, you want none. Pixel aspect ratio, you want 1, otherwise 1.333. It makes it square like and puts you black lines when you don't want them. Number of reference strings, you just want 1. You want a variable bitrate on this with maximum of 16,000 and average at 18,000. In code mode, you want automatic. Enable progressive downloads, you want checked. And in audio, what I do is I go 44,100 because I've had problems with 48,000. 44,100 is just more, I don't know, it's more, it works better. Bitrate, you want 192,000. And then for system, you just, that doesn't matter, sorry. Project video render quality, just you can either click best or whatever, which is the project settings, and just you can set that to best. It doesn't really matter. Use this project settings thing, and once you're ready, you hit render, and that will render out in a couple minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, when that's done, this box here is pop up saying render complete. Just want to hit close, or you can open the file after. I usually just hit close. Usually I have this clicked, so every time it renders it doesn't tell me. When it's just done everything, it was closed down, and the process will go, and your PC will run normally because rendering usually takes a big chunk out of your PC. So you just want to hit close, and we can minimize that for now, and we can go view our video, view our final product. So that is the best, how to get the best quality in recording settings and render settings for YouTube. You can play around with color correction. Obviously that wasn't the best color correction I could do. That was just a quick to show you that you can do a little bit of color correction with color curves. You can also go into more color correction, levels, hue, saturation. You can go way deep in the color correction. You're gonna have to look up a couple tutorials on that, but this is just strictly render settings and format settings for the Hauppauge HD PVR for recording. So I hope you guys like it. I know this is a bit long, but in order to keep everything in it, I had to keep it this long. So hope you guys have a nice day.